Yeah,
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm good as well. Kind of tired, but
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I find Friday night's my first chance to breathe usually.
Yeah, I agree.
Run, 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 run. But all's good. So did you guys want to have this like as a regular weekly meeting time?
Yeah, I'm good with this.
Okay,
Me too.
because I don't know, was there someone else who wanted to join? I thought there was someone
Um,
else. Oh, I know what was this person. They wanted to do this, this, and this. So I sent them a message and said, which one do you want to do? And one of them was this, but I don't think they'll have time to do all three. So
yeah.
I'll just see if they replied. But okay, so Mary and I were chatting a little bit earlier, just on she's giving me an update in the regular meeting. But what would you like to guys like to accomplish today?
Um, I think, especially based off of like our meeting today, I think like picking a song that we're going to focus on releasing, and then maybe like um also like reviewing the cover work and cover art and what cover art is like needed, like which songs do we not feel like have a, like a cover work like cover art that we like yet.
Okay,
Yeah, so I would say those two priorities, and then like when we leave, just that like we're gonna assign ourselves to promote like to write some promotional ideas for the song.
and anything else you're thinking of, Camilla, that you'd like to do today?
I think just starting on like like figuring out how we're gonna promote which song that we want to launch.
Okay, so do you have your list? Do you want to pull it up?
Yes, I can pull it up. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we said we wanted to start with The Sign by Lofi, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So we
And then
have
you
three that are
yeah.
ready, sort of.
Yeah, so we have The Signs by Sam,
Yeah.
and then we have The Signs by Maki.
Uh-huh.
Um Let's Go Dancing by Maki, and then Slam. Um Slam by Eric She, and then Let's Go Dancing by Eric She. Slam again. Yeah. So we have two, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. We have like seven currently.
Okay. I think you have two for the signs, two for Let's Go Dancing, and two for Slam.
Yeah.
Okay. So why don't we just plan on that kind of rotation? Is if we go through, like, let's say it was sign, slam, let's go dancing, or whatever. Then let's just do sign, slam, let's go
Let's go.
dancing again.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, if you want to start with the signs, maybe do signs, let's go dancing, and then slam.
Okay.
I just think let's go dancing is kind of, I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't care if it's slam or let's go dancing second. What do you think?
I think Science, Let's Go Dancing, and then Slam being the last one would be good.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. So why don't we then look at which ones where you guys like the artwork for each song, and then let's see which ones we still need more.
Um, okay, so oh, did we not have a Galaxy remix?
We probably do. but maybe
Oh,
you
but
didn't
we
approve it?
don't. Yeah, I don't think we approved it. Because I like this, I really like this Galaxy, this design.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And I think when we were talking before, you said that you like this one for the first one, the signs.
Is that the more like EDM type one or whatever, a house one?
Yeah, it's like the more like, yeah, I guess it's like house, I would say, or yeah.
And sorry, just before we go on to that, how do we know that we rejected this song?
Rejected. I didn't put anything for the ones that we didn't like.
Right, but how do we know which ones we haven't reviewed yet?
We reviewed all of it.
Okay, so none have come in recently or none?
No, I'm still working with the people to get some, but they haven't like reached, they haven't like sent me anything yet. So I'm still like coordinating with them, but they haven't sent anything.
So we said we didn't like the Maki Slam. I just don't remember like,
Or actually, I think okay, actually I think you didn't review this one, but then I sent you, or you told me to send you the top three ones and you liked the top three ones, but you didn't get to review these ones. So maybe do you want to review these ones?
um, well, we should, yeah, officially review all of them, but we can maybe like go over the other stuff first because we right now have 6 songs, so we should. So did we reject any last when we reviewed them?
We rejected this one, or we said a maybe.
Oh, is this the one that
Um,
I said? Yeah, I think this is the guy who wrote me the email and said, "Oh, this was a labor of love. I'm so thrilled by what I did, but when I listen to it, it doesn't sound any different than the original song."
yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one that you said. And I think we also we also rejected this one.
Really, from Sam?
Um,
Or didn't we have
yeah.
changes?
Well, there's no note here, so I don't think we had any changes.
Where did you
I
write all
think
the changes we discussed?
I wrote them on a note. Like if you had any changes, I put a note here. So I think we just said no. Like for this one, we said yes, but we wanted like yeah, you wanted him to add the word slam into it.
Did he get back to it all?
I think Mary was supposed to reach
There.
out to him.
So Mary, did you know you had to do that?
Yeah, so I've been looking on the sheet like that's available to me through the like orientation like package, and then I went onto the big sheet, and it seems, I don't know, because it didn't look like that the first time I entered it, but I think that maybe it's been cleared out where all the people who have finished have been like cleared, but I can't find almost any of these names on the current sheet as it is.
Yeah, they would be moved to another sheet. Um, so
Yeah, I don't know where I would find the remix. I mean the emails for that.
did you
Yeah.
send me a message or didn't I send you a message of everybody's name and email address?
Send me?
Remember when we were going through like who sent in songs and things like that?
Yeah, I sent you the names.
Oh, you didn't have the email addresses.
Yeah, just the names. But I feel like if I search it into the Dawn project list, their names, I could find their emails and then send it to Mary. Yeah.
Yeah, that would
Okay.
be great.
So I'll do that, Mary. I'll like search their names and then send you their emails.
Okay, thank you. You're gonna.
And Mary, don't let anything like that in the future. Like if you get stuck, like put it in the group chat for our group on this project. Say, hey, I can't find this or I got stuck on this. Like don't let it wait to the meeting. Just like tell us earlier or in advance or whatever. Because
Okay.
yeah, we can just get it. Okay, so um okay, I can't imagine that we rejected Sam on anything. But anyway, we can come back and listen to the songs later. We have enough to go on.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, we can re-listen to it.
Okay, so Can we just write next to it, like out of the Signs songs, which one are we gonna launch first? Out of the two Signs songs.
Okay.
And so we'll do the Mackie version second. Do you want to put that as second launch?
Okay. Oops.
And then the Let's Go Dancing, which one do you want to launch first and which one do you want to launch second?
Nice.
Mackie and Ericchi. I think you said you really liked this one. So maybe let's launch this one first.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Mary, you're trying to also get the instrumental versions of all these songs?
Yeah, so I'm gonna get the waves of all of them. The
Right,
wave files.
But the wave file, but also of the song with the singing in it, but also the wave file with no voice.
Yeah, so they're called stems. So I'll just ask them for the wave file version. Like I'll ask them for stems, but just in the wave file. So yeah, it's gonna be multiple like track files. They're called stems. But just we're gonna make sure that it's in wave file format because otherwise it wouldn't be rendered onto Spotify properly.
Right. So to me, that's three different things. One is a wave file of the finished song. I want
Yep.
a wave file of the instrumental song, and then the stems are separate.
Okay.
Because the stems are all the pieces. They're not. So
Okay, awesome.
who did you put first for Let's Go Dancing? The
Um,
lo-fi one. Yeah, and then you put the other
yeah,
one. Okay, and then
lo-fi
let's
one.
do the third one.
Okay, for
Slam.
slam. Oh. So we have Sam again, but we need him to I guess we need to work on this one. So I guess maybe we should put this as second.
You don't have to because right now it's about 4 months away,
Oh, okay.
right? Because if we do one song every month, Slam we said is last. Well, no, it's about 2 months, 2 or 3 months away. But yeah, you could put it second, I guess. But whatever, leave it
Yeah.
first because yeah. And who's the other person? Ericchi, the lo-fi one.
Oh, we also have another slam by Tyler that was released. Maybe we should
Okay,
use it.
so
And
then he could
this
be
is
third.
R&B.
So he should be. It should go. Oh, slam! I see, right.
Actually, let's do
him second, you think? Yeah.
Yeah. So
What did we say? We need Dom needs to be
we need the stems. So yeah, we wanted to lower the original volume and higher the new stuff that he added.
right. Okay. Okay, so let's just go through the first song we're going to launch, which is Signs by Sam. Which artwork are we going to have for that?
This one?
Okay. How do you want to code it just so that we don't lose? Or do you want to just write it on the the Google sheet underneath it or something?
I'll say maybe
one thing I was thinking about that cover art is I think maybe it just might be like an opinion or what have you, but I think the like the text that's used on that is it's a little bit round, like it maybe the text that's used for the cover art right beside it may be a little bit like more fitting.
More fitting.
You mean the font used on the words, the signs would be better than the font used on the one on the right. So the font with the girl with her mouth by the mic, you like that font better than the font that's used for the EDM version on the right.
I think so. Like I do.
Yeah.
Just because it's so geometrical, like the cover art is like has a lot of like elements to it, and I think it would just stand out more, and it would just fit. But of course, it's just like
No, I agree now that you pointed it out. It's just that font in the one on the right is nicey nice. EDM is more edgy. So maybe if you guys can, like, I don't know who's going to follow up with Aram or the designers, but if you can just, I know it, the person who did it, I think is Aram, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just ask her to come up with some font alternatives that are more edgy
For this one
for the one on the right. Yeah.
or this one? This one?
Yeah, the one where she's has the DJ table.
Okay. Maybe I'll write that down.
would you like me to Camilla, when you said you were gonna find the names of the people, like are you just gonna go on like how would you find their names? Because I don't want to have you do all of it. Like I could do that as well, like find
Their names. You would have to get access to the Dawn project list email. So maybe Dawn could give you access to that because that's where I would search for it.
Okay. Okay, so then I'll just put that on the I'll just ask for access to that on the file.
Okay, so we just want this one to be redone with edgier fonts.
Well, the whole thing doesn't need to be redone, just the word, the signs.
I feel like the words that say remix by Sam Hines is kind of hard to read.
Yeah,
So
it's
maybe-
okay. It's not our priority though.
Okay.
But can you make it bigger? Just because I really can't see his name. Just like if you could just stretch it, make it bigger for a moment.
Yeah, let me do that.
Okay, yeah, now I can see it. Remix by Sam. And have we put the names of the remixer on every song?
On every like cover art?
Yeah.
Yeah, we put the name of the remixer.
Because I don't see it on Galaxy or Let's Go Dancing on the left there. And I don't see it on the one on the right there, the one with the headphones.
Okay, I'm gonna have to ask
I'm
them
not really
to-
sure it's necessary, would be my point in thinking about it. But see how this one just below where you are, the one with the girl with the headphones on, it
Yeah.
says Let's Go Dancing Lo-Fi Mix. And then the Galaxy one below next to it says, like, go down.
Oh, the Galaxy one.
Yeah. It says Rock Remix. And it says, so it should, like, I'm trying to see how to redo it for, so I don't think we put the name of the other remixer. Like you can put the name of the remixer on the in the details. I don't think it needs to be on the album cover.
Yeah.
But I think the type of remix it is should be on the album cover.
Okay, so
So,
maybe we can remove the name here.
Yeah.
And then put the type of remix.
yeah, so if it's like house remix or whatever.
I think we weren't sure what remix it is for the signs. So maybe Mary, when you reach out to Sam, could you ask him like what genre this was supposed to be? The signs remix?
Well, actually ask him for all of his songs.
Yeah.
Because you're
And
gonna
the
ask him for his stems and wave files for all the songs.
Yeah.
Let me just. And Camilla, did I give you access to the Dawn project list? Do you have it that you could just share it with Mary?
Yeah, I have it.
Yeah, so just share it with her. You could share it in the chat or whatever.
Like share the email addresses.
Well, you said you don't have the email addresses for like Sam, do you?
No, like I would have to search in the Dawn project list for it.
Right. So do you have the login for the Dawn project list?
Yeah.
So just give her the login
Okay.
Oh, thank
rather
you.
than she has to ask it. So for all of them, can we just come up with the name of the genre from everybody? So then maybe Mary just reach out to all the ones that are listed, all the people on this sheet, basically. I would say just do them all.
Okay.
Like even if
So
we
Some are
haven't
already
just
some are
everybody?
already done. Like these already have the genres.
okay.
But yeah, some we're not sure about like the signs and
Okay, so wherever they're not done, you could just find out.
Let me listen to that again.
Yeah, and if you wanna listen to it yourself, either one of you, like, and just see what genre you think it is, because sometimes it's obvious, but sometimes it's not, I think.
Right. I think a lot of them like it's sometimes hard because pop is such a big a big genre. Like Coldplay is pop and Michael Jackson is pop. So that's like a really big range, but of course they have their niches. So it's like Michael Jackson would be more like R&B based, but it's still like pop. Like it's still drawing from a lot of different like popular chord progressions, popular bass lines, all those such things, popular like instrumentation. But then like you know, a lot of it derives from like R&B inspired like artists. But like Coldplay, it would be like more electronic based. So that's sometimes hard because it just goes as pop. Like there's not really any more names to basically say. But
Yeah, it
I
just,
can listen.
with these remixes, they were supposed to not be pop.
Okay.
So we should just categorize them as something that's like, for
Not pop.
instance, house, I think, lo-fi, things like that, whatever. Because I don't, with the exception of one, I don't think any of them really sounded like pop.
Okay.
But go through, please, and let us know, because you go to music into, you go to school for this. I don't, and I don't think Camilla, you do, right?
no.
Yeah. So yes, please, Mary, use your expertise and tell us what you think it should be, because some of these people are never going to answer us back.
Okay. There.
Okay, so we're ready to go with the signs because we know our mom is with us in the internship and she'll make the changes we're asking. So let me just show you this for a second.
Should I stop sharing?
No. Yeah, okay, yeah, stop for a second. I'll share mine. Okay, I don't know if you can see this, but this is the album covers we did for the remixes of our first album. And so here it was the title, Stronger Than Yesterday, and then it just said remix, but they were all done in the same way. They're all done like a bit of trap and hi-hats. Like that was sort of what we tried to do. And then I also told this guy he could change the order of any song so that the first 10 to 30 seconds were the most interesting thing, because most people skip the song if they're not interested in the first 10 to 30 seconds. So he moved things around. But anyway, it was hi-hats and trap. But again, you could argue. And then at that time, I was working with these people, and they said I should split the group into 3 groups, like 3 subgroups, and have I think we said GPR, the squad, and the club. So in this case, this was the 3 girls who were in the club, and they recorded this song. So we don't have that any longer, but we just have, girl power. So maybe the girl power logo on some of the mixes needs to be made a little bit bigger. But to me, it would be the name of the song, the type of remix, so like house remix or lo-fi remix, and then girl power. Those are the 3 messages to communicate. But to do it consistently, like that one that said lo-fi mix, I would want it to say lo-fi remix and separate it from the name of the song. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because you want to kind of have, I get what you're saying, because you want to have like a bit of consistency so it doesn't look like it's just like random like drops of music, like it's actually like a project.
Yeah. Because then what we did is we launched it all. Okay, so let me just go back here for a second. So like these all here are from our second, actually not the first one. This is from these 4 are from our second album out of 6. And these 2. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we decided to launch it as an album this way, as Galaxy. Right? So if I go down here further, so this was, for instance, a song from the first album. Then we launched an instrumental version, which is why I want to get the instrumental versions of all the remixes. But anyway, so these 3 songs are from the first album, and these, anyway, then when we launched the album, it looked like this. This is us. So it really wasn't much of anything. It just listed the songs. But then when we launched the remix of the first album, this is the remix version of, this is the album for the remixes. So this is, and these are the remix album covers. So they had girls on them for this. So girls, this is the remix of Stronger Than Yesterday, the remix of Chrissy, the remix of Never Let Go, the remix of This Is Us, the remix of Friends, and the remix of Fun All Day. So all of these 6 are the remixes, and then this was the album of them. So what we have here now is we have a new album of 6 songs, and then here's the album cover for that. So we would theoretically then do a remix album once we launch all the remixes.
Okay, so you want cover art for that too then?
Yeah, eventually, but it's not right away because we have to launch all the remixes before we can launch the album. Just to keep it interesting. So anyway, if you want to see the whole series of remixes, but it's basically the same. So this one is Chrissy remix, and somewhere on there would be, I think over here it says the club, behind that green button. Yeah.
So would you want all the artwork to like kind of look similar in a way, right?
Well, I think like here it didn't, like this is the squad, their two songs. This is GPR, their two songs, and this is the club, their two songs. So I think the consistency is, in this case, the girls were on it. In the case of the remixes we're doing now, maybe the girls aren't on it. It's these more stylized versions of the girl. Oh, I don't think it really matters per se.
It's kind of like they all have like the same theme, like the Never Let Go, This Is Us, they both look like similar, and then Stronger Than Yesterday, Chrissy remix, they like it looks similar.
Yeah, and then these are kind of the same.
Yeah.
But when we have the original artwork, they don't look at all similar. Like this is one song, this is another song. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this was our first song. And then this is our second song. And our third and fourth. And then fifth and sixth. So the only thing after the first one, I made this decision myself, and they're like, "Oh, why didn't you put the girls on it?" I'm like, oh, "Okay, it's a lot of work." But anyway, so I did. But after this one, I guess Fun All Day also doesn't have the girls on it. But anyway, I don't think it's imperative. I think because even here, like these 1, 2, 3, these don't look similar except for that they have the girls
on. Yeah. I'm just thinking because like these like look very like, they look good, like they look authentic. But I think it's because they have the girls on them. I just don't know if like the current artwork that we have, if it will match these ones, if it will look good against these ones.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but if so, what I'm thinking is from what you showed is like maybe we say I don't know what I'm saying, but like I don't really, the girls who are on them, the girls who are singing on these, okay, here I go. The difference is these remixes, the girls re-recorded them. New girls re-recorded the songs. So it was new girls who recorded the songs. Whereas what we're doing now is we're taking the vocals from these three girls and changing the genre. So I think we have more freedom to be representative rather than being like maybe we just need to stick to some sort of theme-ish.
Okay.
But
I see.
But I don't know. Just
So maybe I'm just thinking like how I would like ask like for the current people who are like making the artwork, like if you want to keep the theme the same, maybe we should decide on a theme and then like ask the people who are creating the artwork to like stick to that theme using like this example. For example, if we want to like start the theme with like this one that says The Signs by
put it
Sam.
up on the screen. We don't see your stuff anymore.
Oh, sorry.
Like what you show on your spreadsheet on that, is that all you have? You don't have any other? I thought there was like tons of people working on. Do you have like a Dropbox where people are putting them, or like how?
No, I don't. They email it to me, so I guess it's like less organized by that. I do have some by Elise that I haven't inputted yet, so I guess I'll put those in as well.
Do you have an email from her? Maybe you could just pull them up and we can see how different they look.
Yeah, let me look.
While you're pulling that up, I think that like, yeah, if we decide like based off of like one or two of the cover arts that like we're really liking from like this batch, that we could say like we could stick to like a theme, whether that be like a stylization, like we could just have like 2 to 3 like big buzzwords or like qualities that we want in the cover art, just so that it is like cohesive. Um, because it does add to the experience. Like if you're knowing that this is all one project and it's all kind of like a similar vibe, and it kind of like cover art is supposed to kind of like add an other layer or like add like a visual representation of what the album is supposed to represent. And so like the more cohesive it is, the more like thoughtful it looks, and like the more like the idea behind the entire album is more clear to the listener.
Yeah.
And it also helps with promotional like and social media content creation, because the visual representation that is attached to the song is kind of like
No, we don't hear you.
Have I been muted?
Try to say something again.
Can you hear me? I think you're muted. I think now.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I
Oh,
can
you
hear
can.
you now, but I couldn't hear you before. But you're good now.
Okay. Um, what was I saying? I think I was just saying like
Cohesive.
yeah, cohesive, having cover art that kind of represents like that. It will also help with promotional and social media content creation, because then you'll base it all off of that look, and it just makes it a little bit easier. Like just based off of like big artists that I really like and respect. And I like, if you look at like Ariana Grande's Sweetener, and like how all of her like image and representation is all the same, that kind of was like then pushed into the promotional content as well. Same with Billie Eilish, like for What Was I Made For, and for like her album, like, she had an era and a style. And I think that um yeah, I think that it will just help with the promotional content as well.
Yeah, I agree with that. Um, yeah, I think it makes more sense to have just like one like type, and then just have all the cover art look like that. Um,
Yes.
so these are all from the same person,
Ooh.
Elise, and so sent this to me. Um, so I quickly like put them into the sheet, but I don't know why some are not moving.
I like those.
I like these two, yeah.
I like Slam and the Signs and Let's Go Dancing.
This one's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of different than these ones, where like this one is more edgy. Um, and this also is like, I guess, kind of edgy. Yeah. So these are like AI art. And then these was created by Canva.
I think also a color theme would help too.
Yeah.
Like, because some of these are like really dark and some of them are really light. Like,
Mhm.
you see like Galaxy beside Signs, beside what's the other one right there? I forget what that is. I can't see the
Which one?
beside the light pink Signs.
Yeah, this is a Slimes remix.
If you see all those together, it kind of like is a little jarring.
Yeah. So I guess it's like kind of deciding on like a theme and like a color. Like we could do like either pastels or like hard colors, like hard red, hard, you know what I mean?
I
Kind
think
of like
pastels looks like it's winning a bit.
this. But would it like, I think we want to also make sure like the artwork matches with the song.
That's true.
Yeah,
Well,
because we can't have like a soft artwork and then the song be like super like edgy.
that's true. I would say most of the songs from when I was listening to them, like when I wrote down some notes, um, that they're pretty like they're not too edgy. Like the songs are not like it's very melodic based. There's a lot of like even the house, it's not like it doesn't have like a lot of like like it's more
Yeah.
melodic house, like melodic deep house, which also
Yes.
brings me, I'm gonna write this down. Well, you guys were talking, I was still listening, but I was also like reviewing my notes for the Signs remix by Sam Hines. And I think like it would be house, but it would be melodic deep house. So it's like a subgenre of house, but you could just call it house too.
The signs, this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense actually.
So how about this? Like, to me, I don't want, I'm thinking I don't want, let's say lo-fi to
Mhm.
look like house, because, or like, for instance, what did the last guy do? Did he do rock or something like that?
This
Uh,
one, yeah.
Um,
Avonlea.
no, I mean on the song, on your song list, the guy
Oh.
near the bottom,
Oh, he did pop. No, sorry, he did. Yeah, he
not
did
that guy.
pop and
Go up a little bit
he
higher.
did R&B trap hip hop.
Yeah, R&B, trap, hip hop. I think, I don't know which one it is more of. I think you and I wrote that. We were listening to
Yeah,
it, and
I was thinking R&B slash hip hop.
so I think we should sort of cluster it and say, and we need to maybe find out what the other people are working on. Like Kimberly is working on something. Find out what the music production people are working on. And
Yeah.
Mary, if you want to do that, you could find. Well, I mean, what we could just do is, whoever wants to, we could just stick a message. You could just stick a message in the WhatsApp group and say we're trying to, compile an understanding of what everyone's working on. And I would ask for all the designers to push in and send their stuff this week. Whatever they have, or just and then all the music production people to send again, like what genres they're working on, because then we could cluster it a bit better, and we could say, okay, we definitely know we have house, we definitely know we have lo-fi, we definitely
Yeah.
now know we have R&B, hip hop, and then we could pick a look for each of those.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Okay.
if we wound up getting, let's say, 6 lo-fi, which I know we won't from that same guy, but if we wound up getting 6 lo-fi, then we would just launch a lo-fi remix album.
Okay, I see. Yeah,
Yes.
that makes sense.
Because I don't think the cover art for the lo-fi series, if you want to call it that, should look the same as the cover art for the house series.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's very smart.
Okay, so I'll reach out to the music production people and see what they're working on. I mean, I already reached out, but they're still like aren't far into their remix, but they haven't really told me what genre they're working on. So
Just tell them we have to have it. We have to have the genre this week. Like
yeah,
we need it by Wednesday. Like, I mean, like they should be able to immediately respond to you and say what genre they're working on.
yeah, I agree. So I'll reach out to all of them and ask them for a genre. And then yeah. Do we have like a deadline for like the music production? Because I feel like Kimberly has been working on hers for a while.
Yeah, you should ask them when they'll be done, because we're like just like imply that we start to need to get people to wrap up whatever. Like
Yeah.
some people have just started, so that's not really relevant. But Kimberly has been here for a while, so
Yeah.
but it is a creative process, so I'm not trying to rush it. But the most important is, maybe give us the first, ask them all, can you give us the first, 10, 20, 30 seconds, or give us any, piece
So
of
we
it.
could like classify it, I guess.
Yeah. Say, we
Okay.
want to know what your genre is. We need about 10 to 30 seconds of what you've already done. And so we can get blame it on the design. Say because we want to get the designers working on something that fits with your music.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Because like I could see some of these here, like for instance, this Galaxy one or the Signs, to be maybe lo-fi, a lo-fi look.
This one?
No, the two at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't really know lo-fi, but I'm just thinking that those two sort of seem similar.
Yeah.
And they could be for lo-fi songs, but we should, give a bit more direction. And pick, like, I do like the artificial intelligence ones, but I'm thinking that they're more edgy. So maybe
Yeah.
they're what we do for, the house
House.
stuff.
Yeah.
Because this one on the one, like, there's two for the signs right here, but the one on the right definitely communicates house. The other one is more like singing, but really they don't say what the song is about. So these visuals could be used for any song.
Mhm.
Like if we did what you said, Mary, and changed the font so the font was the same in this series, we could just say to Aram, okay, do 4 more for the other songs, and then we could just pick which ones we find fit forever. Because those two on the right definitely don't go with the two on the left.
That's
Yeah.
true.
But the two on the left are more similar than to each other than they are to the two on the right.
Right. Yeah, I think that's good, that because I was kind of thinking that maybe with this remix project we were having like multiple different genres in one release, but having like an idea of like having multiple different genres and like clustering them and then releasing them as their own, I think will be much more clear. And I think it also, because especially on Spotify and stuff, like Spotify playlists, and especially like just like the trends of how people use like music apps is mostly that if they want to listen to a genre, they want to just listen to that genre, you know? Like they're gonna go find R&B playlists, they're gonna find a country playlist, like they're going to that artist because they want to hear that genre. And so having it split up like that, it's all about making it as easy that they can look at it right away and they can say, this is what the visuals is representing, this is what the song is representing, and I like this genre, so I'm going to listen to them for this. Because some people might only like the deep house versions of these songs, and some people might only like the pop versions of these songs. So I think that it's a great idea, Dawn and Camilla, that we're like making it more focused that way.
Yeah, just because the original purpose was to go and get new audiences in the different genres. So you're right. I was for a moment earlier in the meeting thinking that it was all going to go into one album, but that makes absolutely no sense. Like based upon our conversation and just thinking about the original purpose. The original purpose was like launch. Like, I don't know, you guys are probably too young for this, but Shania Twain, she launched an album years and years ago, and it was the first one I ever knew where she launched it in 2 genres. One was her more typical country, and I think the one was more maybe pop. But back in the day, it was a CD. And so when I bought the album, I remember distinctly the one cover was green, like a Christmas green, and the other cover was red, like a Christmas red. And so it was like obvious, okay, this whole set of songs is somehow different than this whole set of songs. And what it was is the first time I ever knew someone launching an album at the same time in 2 different genres. So, and I was just so like, wow, that's really cool. Like, so that's kind of what was in the back of my mind is what she did there. But I mean, we can launch the singles intermixed, but then the album would come out differently, because when you launch them in the back end of a distribution, you have to give the designation. So yeah, let's go after the lo-fi market with the first song, and then 3 months later we'll come out with another lo-fi song. But in between, we're going to come out with a house song, and then we come out, whatever. So I think that will work well. So
I have one question about the releases. So are we only releasing no matter what the genre is? We're only releasing every month, like once a month, right?
Well, we could do it more quickly, but we aren't ready yet. So I mean, we can decide. What do you think?
I think. Oh wait, Camilla, you go.
Oh, I was gonna say it should be more frequent, maybe like twice a month. What do you think, Mary?
Maybe just
I think
let's say why. Why do you think twice a month? I can think of some
Um,
reasons why, but I just like I'm wondering what you think.
I just feel like the wait time would be too long. People get like disinterested in it. That's what I would think.
Okay, Mary, go ahead.
it's tricky because it depends on the goal that we have. Like you're saying that you want it to like reach different audiences. And so like if I were going to do this, like if you're trying to reach different audiences, but like the idea that I've had, and like I'm fine with my brain being expanded on how to like market and how to promote music, is that it's kind of like you want to develop it so like you're having a build up and a connection with fans during the interim, like, and like really like marketing that one song crazy, like just for a whole month, just every day, like that song, and
Mhm.
then it will increase interest in more songs, and then you put out another one, and then you put out one more maybe, and then you release an album, or you
Mhm.
release a body of work. And like it's kind of like tricky for my brain to get around right now, is that like we're doing multiple different genres. So it's like almost like we need different teams for like and different like marketing for each different genre we're doing, because we're reaching different people. They're going to be different demographics, different target market most of the time. Like the people that are going to listen to pop are not going to necessarily be in the same age range or anything as people who listen to house. So there's like some research that can be done, and target market research and everything for the different genres, but I don't know if that's going like too like deep. I don't know.
Yeah, so the core is people who would be interested in girl power, right? And then trying to expand it. So I don't think we're gonna get like 65-year-old men who listen to house to,
That's true.
you know, to come to girl power. Or maybe they will because they'll just be leering. We're gonna start an HR meeting in like 2 minutes. So I think it's a good conversation that we're having to figure it out. The everyone in the industry that I talk to now and what I see everyone doing, they launch single, and then they do the album. Only because unless there's somebody like Ariana Grande, or somebody famous, but the low level people like us launches, because then it gives you more to promote. Like you were saying, you can go hard on that song and then go hard on the next song, et cetera, et cetera. So, and to a certain extent, I'm doing the different remixes to just like tantalize our current base, because nobody's in it who's not in our current base is going to see our social media because they're not following us.
I
So,
mean, we have reels that reach different audiences.
right. So we could target it there. But in the meantime, let's leave this conversation for until next week, because we
Mhm.
don't have to decide. But if we could get all the content in, and then we'll finalize the design directions, then we can
Yeah.
talk about the launch. I will send out the materials to you guys about different launch ideas, because if the launch idea is, have an interview with the girls, we're going to do that for all the songs.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All
I
right.
think this was really, really helpful.
Yes.
Great. So we'll talk to you next week. Just message me anything you needed in the group chat, like for our little group chat, and we'll keep it going. But let's get on the music production people,
Yeah.
past and present, and the design people to get all their stuff ID in. That would be great.
Okay, I'll do that. All right.
Okay.
Nice talking to you.
Thanks. Take care. Have a great weekend. Bye.
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 So, Shanicia and Grizel, I'm gonna shut this down so that it records as one section, and then I'm gonna start the HR one so I have it already split. So I'm gonna shut off the meeting and just come back.
Okay, no worries.